This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed or disturbed children or people or humans, people with thumbs, people without thumbs, people who like pineapple for breakfast, people who enjoy pizza, people who enjoy pineapple on pizza, people who enjoy pineapple on pizza for breakfast, people who hate breakfast, people who have gone to war over breakfast, people who are in the Third Reich, people who killed...
All right,
This is going to be the weirdest.
Let's see what kind of Mad Lib bullshit we came up with. Hi again, McNug.
Can I read the poem, please?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word.
Multiple different words, apparently.
Well, I'm back at the literature club again. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, McNug. I stayed up all night thinking about it. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment.
Hey,
for you.
back off.
Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it, you know? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
No, whatever.
And last year, too. And the year before. It's a running thing with you. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Is she threatening to kill you?
I'm threatening murder.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
I have the smallest mouth on screen.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is... Oh, shit.
Manga is literature.
Not mine. Fuck.
It's not your literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. McNug always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
You know that's right.
He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
Skinning my victims.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Only once. Is that so?
Yeah, that's...
You went a different direction with that, huh? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little... What's that word? It sounds like circus music in my head.
How come? You and McNug can be good friends too.
Sayori...
Huh?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
What? Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's a strangling belt. It's nothing, really.
What is it?
Never mind.
Don't be passive-aggressive with me. What did you bring?
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not.
Oh my god, so much beating around the bush.
What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess it means it's up to me to rescue this situation.
Just like that time I set my house on fire.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. There's going to be a severed head.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
Guns and ammo?
It's a short read. because you're an idiot. So it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
I like picture books.
And we could, rip out pages and glue who we'd murder first in order. Discuss it if you wanted, maybe, is what I meant to say.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
It's the Bible. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. See you in a year or two. I look forward to hearing what you think about it.
Now that everyone's... Yeah, no pressure. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Ah.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book.
I dropped candy in here. I'm trying to lick it up.
Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just here, rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Uh-huh. I just wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
I clone all my books. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant.
That's exactly what you meant.
I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them on accident. They were buy 2, get a cookie.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear things, because when I was deaf for the first 10 years of my life. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down.
Oh, well, that's...
I put glue on the cover. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Jeffrey Dahmer. Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experimental prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships. She ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of...
Based on a true story.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Foreshadowing.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, McNug?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective, like from down the staircase into a cold, damp basement. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. They're out there to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Sorry, that was a long sentence. I'm rambling, aren't I?
A little bit.
Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey! Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, okay. Yes, it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem.
Oh, the thing with the breathing, I already figured all that out.
When I let things like books and my writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people or how much air they need or how long they've had that sock in their mouth. So I'm sorry if I end up saying some strange things. And please stop me if I get talking too much. Oh, okay. That's you.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading and murdering people in your basement. The least I can do is listen and run far away. It's a literature club after all, I hope.
Literature doesn't mean listening. That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah?
Are you sure? Oh.
What did you say?
We'll never know.
Damn it.
That's I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to.
People sitting next to you?
That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read.
Is she actually over your shoulder right now?
All I hear in my ear is... It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
Sorry. I do?
Are you Canadian?
Sorry. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so. But you do read real stupidly slow.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Gotta remember, 3 feet for Jesus.
Sorry, I have these massive shoulders.
I feel like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here. She dabs her finger on her eyeball to get the moisture.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually...
Is this how nerds have sex? Is that why she has 2 books? Or one of them the baby book?
It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
The warmth of her face? That's so
She
weird.
has a fever. That's why she's breathing.
She has the tuberculosis.
She's down with the burp. Are you ready?
Let's turn the page. Oh.
to turn the page?
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
Is it because of my hot face?
Yeah. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Her eyes meet? Like they touch the middle of her face? Sorry, I get dizzy when I do that. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Sorry.
She's just insulting you.
It's probably the least I can do, though it is very, very little.
Yeah.
Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange.
Hey,
Rub my page.
As we get towards the end of the book, we're just slamming the pages.
Dog ear that motherfucker. Dog ear it.
I think in my head, what I'm imagining for dog ear that is different than what I'm assuming you meant.
Maybe. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. There's a lot of thumb work going on here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? Jeffrey Dahmer? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Psychoanalyzed you, bitch. Yuri remains silent for a moment. Oh, she's just inhaling, sorry.
What, McNug? Sorry.